chat now if you want to.
Well, I'll tell you. Myself the next time.
Well, yeah. We hope we got a good news.
Oh!
Here, what's the matter, old man? Are you hurt?
Somebody slugged me. When you went down them stairs, somebody popped me.
Well, what do you mean?
Just that. When the lights went out, somebody sneaked up behind me and strong-armed me and dragged me back into this passage and... McGinnis! McGinnis! So what's the matter? I've been robbed.
Robbed? What? Robbed?
No.
Of what?
For $500,000 worth of diamonds, that's what.
Diamonds? What the devil are you talking about?
I'll tell you what, and I'll tell everybody else in this outfit. Somebody here's a dirty, slugging, double-crossing...
Stop it. Now, calmly, Buchanan, if you can. Tell me just what you're talking about.
Well, ain't that what I'm trying to do? I'm standing in that passageway to the kitchen when somebody strong-arms me. I tries to yell, but he's got my gullet plugged, and all I can do is make a squawking sound. Then I lets loose and takes a crack at him, but only lands a glancing blow on his jaw. Then bongo! He clunks me on the back of the head and steals the real diamonds out of my pocket.
The real diamonds?
Yeah, the real diamonds.
Button. Who's got the button?
All right, Martin. Now, let me get this straight. You say you were carrying the real diamonds?
Yeah, I was. I don't know anything about that junk Forbes was carrying. I never even heard of the guy before, or seen him, until he got on the plane at Chicago. The company didn't trust him, I guess, because unbeknownst to you, or you either, buddy, I was carrying the real goods, see? Somebody in this room's got him, and I'm going to get him back if I have to tear everybody to pieces to do it.
Oh, none of that now.
Keep your hands off me. I don't trust you anymore, and I do the rest of them. Where's that slant-eyed chink?
Were you speaking of me, sir?
Yeah, I'm speaking to you, sir. Where have you been? Where were you when somebody conked me on the bean out there? There you are. Look at that scratch. That's where I slugged him one.
I shall answer any question you may care to ask me, Mr. McInnes.
Oh, is that so? Well, I'll just...
Hold him there.
Oh, let go. Come on now. What'd you do with them diamonds?
Mr. McInnes,
Cut it,
will
you...
I know how to handle this case.
Yeah, like you did Forbes up there. He's dead, and it's lucky I ain't.
Oh, sit down. Sit down, everybody.
No, I gotta go through that 30 degree all over that again, I suppose. I don't believe that.
Come on, folks. Come on. Get in. Now, as Mr. Hartley would say, we'll see if we can't reach a few conclusions.
Have you ever thought about getting out of show business?
Someone in this group is a murderer and a thief.
We know all that. Get down to cases.
And as I started to say, we're going to find out which one of us it is.
Gone. Get gone.
Well?
Nothing, old man. Not a thing. As you were saying, some one of us is a murderer and a thief.
I question your right to the assertion of the fact.
Oh, nevertheless, proceed. Proceed.
A conclusion, old man. Merely a conclusion. And conclusions sometimes lead to convictions.
Your trick.
Thanks. Now, I have here something found in the room where Mr. Forbes met his death. An object by its own peculiar nature. We must necessarily, and by a simple elementary deduction, associate with Mr. Ling.
There you are. What did I tell you?
What, Mr. Ling? Why?
This is yours, Ling?
No.
Come on, you. Quit stalling.
Remove your hand.
Stop it, Buchanan.
Well, you didn't expect him to admit it was his, did you?
I know that it is yours, Ling, because I saw you with it in the plane about an hour after we left Albuquerque.
Ah.
On that you base your conclusion?
On that, I base my conclusion.
Now, just a minute, old man. As you so aptly observe, conclusions are often wrong.
Now, see here.
Now, my dear fellow, you're wrong. All wrong.
Oh, yeah?
I suppose you're going to try and prove it belongs to somebody else.
I'm afraid I must. Because it does. Really. It belongs to me.
To you?
To me. Mr. Ling, Mr. Forbes and I were discussing Chinese art. During the course of the evening, Mr. Ling commented on the ivory as a perfect example of Nichiki carving. As Mr. Forbes admired it greatly, I presented it to him with my compliments.
Mr. Forbes is not here to corroborate that statement.
Ah, but Mr. Ling is.
Your trick, Mr. Hartley.
Thanks, Mr. McGinnis.
Well, Ling, what about it? Did Hartley give this thing to Forbes?
I did not see him do so, but I'm quite willing to credit his assertion that he did.
Hey, what's that, Ling?
I'm sorry.
Well. Your trick, Mr. McGinnis.
Thanks.
Aren't you going to question Mr. Ling about his wound? That, too, requires explanation. Sorry.
I believe you, sir.
Ah, cut this Alphonse gas and stuff and get down to cases.
Oh, shut up, Buchanan. Buchanan says he slugged someone on the cheek.
Yeah, with my ring, see? Look at that scratch on his face.
Where were you?
I heard talking in the hall. Shortly afterwards, someone entered from the connecting passage. Whoever it was heard me move an alarm, dealt me a blow, caused unconsciousness.
Ah, that's a lot of baba.
Have you any idea just whom this may have been?
If you will permit me to proceed in my own way, I may be able to answer Mr. Hartley's most pertinent question.
Shoot.
Thank you. Pardon me? Pardon me? Pardon me, Miss Daggett. Pardon me? Pardon me.
Well?
If I intrude for a moment into your field, Mr. McGinnis, I trust you understand that it is only with a desire to be of assistance. Based on the premise that the thief will not keep the diamond on his person. Thank you. That the person who passed through the alcove also passed through this room.
That's right, someone did. We heard him, didn't we?
Thank you, Miss Daggett. And then on into the hall. Present there when the lights came on.
Well, that sounds well enough. But your bird of passage could have more easily been you than anyone else.
But your bird of passage left a trail. The scent of lavender.
And?
Perhaps Dr. Wingate might be able to assist you.
Why, this is preposterous, that one of the cloth. Mr. McGinnis, are you going to permit this insinuation?
We have only your word that you detected the odor of lavender from this mysterious person, whom, as you say, passed through the alcove and into this room.
He's just trying to hang on to the dock, that's all. Come on now. No more stalling. We know you took him. Where'd you hide him?
One moment, Buchanan. McGinnis, may I ask Ling a few questions?
I'll ask a few myself, Hartley. We're going round in circles like a dog chasing its tail.
Diamonds, old man. Diamonds.
Well, don't forget, Hartley, we've only your word for it that you gave Forbes that ivory.
By Jove, I've forgotten. I'm still a suspect.
You're in just as tough a spot as Ling.
Here they are.
What?
Huh?
Why, where did you get those from, Bob?
Stand where you are. Bring them here, Grandma.
Say, you can't get away with that one,
Oh, can't I? Don't try, Buchanan. I warn you. Come on, Grandma. I'm in a hurry. Stay where you are. Get it up. Here, what are you doing with her? Give me.
Randy, be careful.
Here. What?
Oh, you're the rat that slugged me, huh?
Randy, are you hurt?
Oh, boy. And I was going to ask him to marry us.